So we're down to the final four in Madrid, and on one side of the draw, we've got the two undefeated clay court players on tour this year, Jannik Sinner and Arthur Fils going head-to-head. And on the other side, we've got a former Madrid Open champion in Sascha Zverev, and he's up against a new entity from Belgium. It is Blockx. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Well, we had some action-packed quarterfinals, didn't we? They were very entertaining, and let's start with the world number one, Jannik Sinner. He got past Rafa Jodar, and it was in straight sets, not in three like I thought it would be, and it was just Jannik Sinner brilliance yet again, 11 points in a row to close out the match. And it wasn't an easy one. And the scoreline suggests exactly that. That second set, super close, pushed all the way to the limit. The first set, Sinner was sublime, clinical, controlled the baseline, took away everything from Jodar, and didn't allow him to settle 1 second on the court. It was probably a big moment for him too. You got to think, playing against the world number one, but even still, he wasn't allowed to play. In the second set, though, he came to life. Had break point opportunities as well, but the crowd weren't even enough to be able to lift him past the world number one. And just for a while, it looked like Sinner was being dragged into a battle. But when it comes down to the big points and the execution, Sinner was the victor, and a clear one at that. That tiebreak was domination, 7-love. And under pressure, just finds another gear. Jodar will be back. He's been a breath of fresh air in this tournament. Leaves with his head held high. And he's just another player on the radar right now. And Sinner, one match closer to getting 5 consecutive Masters wins and to be the first player to do it ever. 2 matches away now. This is 26 consecutive wins at Masters. 52 out of the last 54 sets won that he's played in Masters events. 21 consecutive wins. 43 out of his last 45 matches won. 17th Masters semi-final, first Madrid semi-final. Yeah, just the numbers are as scary as is tennis. It's definitely the man to beat on tour. But if you're going to come up against anybody else, maybe you want to come up against somebody else who is also undefeated on clay, at least this year. And that is Arthur Fils, who is red hot on his clay court run. Defeated Lehecka in straight sets, not in 3, like I thought it would be. And it was a revenge win too. Fils locked in from the start, served well, got on the front foot, and used that explosive forehand to stop Lehecka from dictating the play. But I think he's really maturing as a player, Arthur Fils, and that was the one thing he showed in this match in abundance. Didn't just smash the ball, picked the right moments, stayed disciplined, and then kept Lehecka under pressure in nearly every service game. And it's 9 straight wins on clay. He becomes the first Frenchman to reach the Madrid semi-finals since the tournament moved to clay, which is impressive. 13 out of his last 14 matches won, putting in the work. And it's going to be a very, very tough semi-final. I'll get to the predictions at the end. But yeah, you look at both of their records, 9-0 for Sinner on clay, 9-0 for Fils on clay. That one, it's billed to be, well, I'd say the big one, the big semi-final. But the other one doesn't disappoint either, though. And I said I thought Zverev would get the victory against Cobolli. He did. And his first top 15 win of the year, which is surprising to me. But we know how good he is on the clay, and it was bound to happen at some point. And it was also another revenge win. He lost in Munich, don't forget, against Cobolli. This time it was a clinical victory. And he just came out so sharp. The first set, complete one-way traffic from Sascha Zverev. Massive serving, clean backhands. And Cobolli just couldn't even get a look at a second serve. That was the problem. Zverev finished the match with 12 aces and 23 winners, only 2 double faults. And it's just a real clean performance, just what you want to see from somebody who has the intention of going on to win this tournament. Looks like he could potentially be the one to beat. But yeah, there's still a lot of tennis to be played. It wasn't an overcomplicated performance. He served big, dominant with the backhand, and Cobolli was pinned to the baseline, essentially. He did a lot of good running, Cobolli, and had some good shots himself, but just wasn't enough. And Zverev finds himself in yet another Madrid semi-final, and he's playing somebody who is a new entity, someone from Belgium. It is. Some like to call him Blockx. Some like to call him Blockx. Well, whatever you call him, it was an incredible performance against Casper Ruud. Story of the tournament, him and Jodar, both fantastic, but he's gone one step further and took out the defending champion. It's a straight sets win. Obviously, Ruud had played 3 hours in the match before against Tsitsipas, but he's still one of the best clay court players in the world. Blockx just didn't look intimidated at all. Took the match to him, served well, took the ball early, played aggressive, and instead of allowing Ruud to build points with the heavy forehand, he just like rushed him and kept him like really uncomfortable throughout the whole match. I think that was the key to unsettling Casper Ruud. He didn't really come into this tournament with much clay court pedigree either. That's the one thing about this guy. But he's been unbelievable and definitely somebody everybody wants to watch on clay now. He's already beaten Felix. Now he's beaten Ruud. And now he's into a first Masters semi-final, facing Sascha Zverev, a 2-time champion at the event. How's that match going to go? Well, let's put a graphic up on the screen and we can talk about it. It's their first meeting between the two. There's no head-to-head history. I think the keys to victory for Sascha Zverev: keep the serve at a high percentage. The backhand down the line going to be important, and just use that experience. Make Blockx nervous. Maybe slow the match down a little bit. Make him think about what's going on. And the key for Blockx, I think, just play your game. Don't think about the moment. The complete opposite. And don't wait for Zverev to miss, because he rarely does. He keeps the rally going. Play aggressive. Take the ball early. And just play like there's nothing to lose, because there isn't. You're in a Masters semi-final. You didn't expect to get this far. So I say, rather than stick, twist, go for it. It's going to be exciting. But I still believe that the way Zverev dispatched of Cobolli, he did it even more impressively than what I thought he would. He's got such talent at this event. I think it's going to be a Zverev straight sets win, but 2 tight sets, I think. Could be 2 tie breaks, potentially. That's how I think it will go in that one. Going over to the other match. This one is Sinner versus Fils. How do I see this one going? Well, they've only played once before. Sinner leads the head-to-head, but this is a new Arthur Fils. They're both unbeaten on clay. Sinner's proved that he can drop sets. We've seen him drop sets already. But what are the keys to victory, really? For Arthur Fils, he needs to serve well. That's one key thing for Arthur Fils. Step inside the baseline and don't let Sinner settle into his rhythm. If he does, then I think he's screwed. Fils has to dictate, and he has to keep it a lot of variety. Jannik Sinner just needs the opposite: structured, keep everything in a real good rhythm and attack the Fils backhand and make Fils hit extra balls under pressure. Sinner gets everything back in play. And I think that that's one of the key things. He returns well, makes you play the extra ball. I think it's going to be closer than the other semi-final, though. I think it's going to go to 3, but I'm going to be having Sinner in 3. Well, there you go. Those are my predictions. Sorry, my voice sounds a little bit husk. It is a little bit of a cold coming on, but it will not stop the content coming. Trust me. Hopefully it sounds okay. And tell me your predictions anyway in that comment section. Do you agree with me? Is it Sinner and is it Zverev? Or are you going for the upsets in both of them? Tell me that in the comments. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.